Well, hello there. Welcome to Crafty Kaylee Creations. I'm Kaylee, and welcome to another little video of mine. And oops, sorry, noisy. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I've just continuing on this BORO crossbody bag with a squeeze frame. A few weeks ago, in a few previous episodes, I showed you the BORO piece that I did for the front, which is in here. Obviously I've got it inside out. So I've just spent some time doing the machine stitching to get it to this stage, and I'm just hand sewing the lining to the front of the bag. Which I think will be a lot neater, mainly because I don't want to see the machine stitching on my BORO piece. So I'll just use this one. I've got my good leather thimble up at the house where I've been doing quite a bit of hand stitching, and just use my trusty thumbette, I think. So how is everyone? Keeping well, doing some stitching. Doing some crochet, knitting, whatever it is you like to do. Try and make sure I'm still in view. I'll just put that down there for now. While I was doing the machine stitching, I just took advantage of the time to, I'm listening to a podcast, and by Hedley Graham of The Australian. My daughter put me onto it last year because she listens. She drives into work, and it can take her anywhere up to an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to work, and so she listens to podcasts and true crime. Some of them are true crime, and this one is about Bronwyn Winfield. I'm not sure if you've heard about it. She originally was from Sydney, and she was living in Lennox Heads with her 2 daughters, and her stepdaughter for a while, and her husband, and it's definitely foul play. It was back in 1993, and such a huge bungle by the police, and they didn't investigate anything, and the husband definitely did it, and this is what the podcast is about. And hopefully there was quite a few podcasts last year. They're up to season 3 now, but I didn't realise there was a season 2. I said to my daughter, oh, saw an advertisement for a new season, and for Bronwyn. And she said, oh, Mum, there's been a second one. Haven't you listened? And I said, no, I didn't know. This is number 3. I said, oh, okay. So these are taking me back to November last year. I only listen to it when I come down to the craft room, and when I'm not doing YouTube and I'm just doing some prepping or machine stitching. And I don't know if you listen to podcasts or you like that sort of thing, but gee, I'm really hoping that everything they're doing can... the brother has written to the coroner to ask to open up the investigation again, and like they received a generic letter just to say they received the letter, nothing else. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but surely everything with this podcast, with everything they've uncovered, something has to be done. The Lynn Dawson case, if you remember that, where they finally charged the husband with the murder, well, that was all thanks to the podcast with Hedley Graham. He did a podcast and investigated and did everything, and that's what led to them capturing him. So I just hope and pray the same thing can happen for Bronwyn, because everyone can see it's definitely the husband. Like, the police didn't check the car, they didn't come out to the house, they just did an interview with him and took him at his... They didn't ask even if he murdered her. Just got a statement off him. And he said, oh, she said she was going away for a week or 2. And wow. Like, in this day and age, the police would be investigating, but it was bungled right from the beginning. Anyway, that's what I've been doing this morning, listening to that for a while I stitched my bag. When I'm up at the house doing my hand stitching, I'm generally watching YouTubes, either catching up on some YouTubes or watching some shows on Binge or Netflix. So I'm not going to be putting anything heavy into this, so the hand stitching is fine. When I was reading through the instructions, I left the piece in the side of the bag to turn it out, but I decided to, when I was putting the lining in, I decided to do it this way, so I'm going to have to sew up that hole as well. This has got a very tiny eye on it, this needle. This plain piece was meant to be the back of the bag, and 2 pieces with this fabric was supplied for the lining. However, I decided, well, I like the pattern rather than the plain for the back of the bag. So I put a piece of this on the back of the bag. Okay, that's done. Now, I just might sew that with the machine, I think. Okay. I shall just put this in here. And I usually hand stitch it, but as I'm just wanting to save the time, plus it's for me, the bag's for me, it's not a gift, so no one will ever know because they're not going to look inside the bag. Okay, can get that out of the way for a bit. Now, the bag has the square boxed corners so that it gives it a little bit more room in the bag. Put it round the right way. So there's the front of the bag and the back where I put that nice pattern fabric rather than the plain. Okay, so now to put this swivel hook. Let's see if I can do this. I think I can just leave that one in. Yes, that one's already bent up. Oh, at least I tried to pull the right one out anyway. Well, that's not going to work. Because the casings are sewn in. It said to sew the side seams down. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if we can undo these. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to pull it all out, aren't I? Well, the come open okay. I wonder why it said to sew these up when that had to go in. Anyway. Well, I got 3 done. There would have to be one that was going to be a little bit tougher. Okay, let's see how that goes. So, put this in here. Should I do them both at the same time? I don't know. Okay, that's getting caught on something by the feels of it. There we go. Yes, you need to do them both together. Okay, so. Can I do it? Come on, what's it stuck on? I think it's stuck on something. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I guess you must just have to gather that on. I should have just put a zip in it. I could have hand sewn a zip in it easy. If I can't get this through, that's what's going to happen. Okay. If you ladies are there, done this before, you're sitting at the screen yelling at me, I'm doing something wrong. Now it's going to get caught in the part I folded under, isn't it? Yep, it sure is. I can see it just there. Should have done all this off camera, shouldn't I? I can fold that in and just sew it down. That's okay. I've got one out. Let's get the other side. Well, that's not going to be so easy, is it? Can I do it? Come on. Oh, that one's gone back in now. Oh, that's a pain in the neck, isn't it? I think I'll turn it off and come back. Okay, I'm back. I got it in. However, I'm not real happy with it because, well, on the pattern, it looks quite wide and like square, but it goes in so much and I can't even put my hand in there, so I can't see the point. Like, you open it up, my hand just fits in there, But to grab my purse or get my phone or get anything, it's no. I really am not happy with that at all. So I'm going to take that out, and I think I'll hand sew a zip to the top of it. Which was this one I folded? Good grief, they both look the same. I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Maybe this one. Oh, you watch, I won't be able to get that straight enough to get it out. I might have to get a different tool. There we go. No, I'm not happy with that at all. So I think I'll end this video off now, because I'm going to have to try and get that out. I'm going to hand sew a zip on it, and there's these two little swivels came with it. I'll just hand sew them on so that I can put the strap on for the shoulder. So there we go. What a fizzer that turned out to be. Well, that's all for now. Hope you liked my little video. Because I squared off the corners to give it the box shape at the bottom, I decided I would keep the fabric that I cut off instead of throwing it in the bin. And those two bits have got the BORO on it, and I've got all these, so I'm not going to waste those. I can use those as scraps on another project. Thank you for watching, and please give me a thumbs up and leave a little comment what you thought about the project so far. And thank you for watching. Bye.